Today we're in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, a suburb of Pittsburgh that's very up and coming. It's located 20 minutes south from downtown Pittsburgh, and it's sort of southwest, right next to familiar favorites like Upper St. Clair, Robinson, and Mount Lebanon. So we've never done a video on Bridgeville. I'm super excited to show you guys it. So if you want to learn all about this area to see if it's an area you would consider living or one you could cross off your list, then stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Rylee Madden, a full-time real estate specialist here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with eXp Realty. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to learn absolutely everything on what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play, all right here in Pittsburgh, make sure you start by tapping that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every time we come out with a new video. We get reach outs every single day from people literally all over the world who are relocating right here to Pittsburgh, and we absolutely love it. If you're considering a move to Pittsburgh, any of our surrounding suburbs, make sure you start by giving us a call, shooting us a text, sending us an email, or DMing us on social media. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when making a move to Pittsburgh. So why do people like Bridgeville, and why is it a good area that you might want to live? Well, it is very up and coming. So like I said, many new businesses in the area. They recently got like a Tesla store. They have Carvana here. They have Topgolf and so many trendy restaurants and trendy places to work out. It's just a very developing area. Now it still does have that hint of industrialness. It still does have its own downtown section, which is cute. It's walkable, mom and pop boutiques along with many authentic restaurants, but it also gives the newer, so it's a mix of new and old, which a lot of Pittsburgh is, but it's kind of more rare to see in the suburbs compared to a city neighborhood. So here you have like familiar favorites. Everybody knows Starbucks, Five Guys, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Smoothie King, Permani Bros. If you're a Pittsburgh person, that's your go-to. You have to try a Permani sandwich if you're coming here. It's just a given. Lots of new things like First Watch, daytime cafes, lots of dinner places, but the point is it's loaded with amenities that you could get to within a few minutes. There's always options to go ahead and grab something to eat. Very convenient if you have kids and are always running around. Another thing about it is the school district is highly rated. So here you're really going to have a mix of families. You're going to have older residents who have been here for a while. You're also going to have lots of new people coming in, whether that's young professionals, young couples, young families just starting out. And what's nice is there's real estate that supports every single walk of life you're in. There's townhomes, lots of properties for affordable prices in the 200,000s, ranging all the way past the millions. So when I talk about Bridgeville today and show you guys around, I'm going to be showing the areas that encompass the school district that it's under. So it's in Chartiers Valley School District, and you might see some properties in Scott Township and Collier Township, but this is all going to be part of the school district and like the outskirts of Bridgeville, and most of them still have like Bridgeville as the address. So Bridgeville itself is the small little borough. They have Bridgeville Borough, which is part of that little downtown section. Feels like a very older suburb that kept its character, kept its history, and like lots of residential homes that are businesses, that type of vibe. It's really cute. Really like how it's still kept its character, and throughout all the years, even though they are getting a lot of new businesses and developing pretty fastly, it's still always going to have that old school charm to it, which is really nice and really what Pittsburgh's all about. And also there is a nice mix of nature here. So you have a few parks which offer like volleyball courts, skate rinks, pavilions, of course, basketball, pickleball, everything you could really expect from a park, along with some hiking trails. So you have 3 parks right in the area, and then you're also, like I said, close to Mount Lebanon, Upper St. Clair. Tons of areas surrounding you have really nice parks as well. So very outdoor friendly, and it's perfect on a beautiful day like this. Last time I did a video, I was bundled up in my winter clothes, but now we're finally seeing some spring weather, which is beautiful here. Spring is one of my favorite seasons, along with our falls. Summers are okay, but it gets a little too hot for me. Starting with the downtown section, Main Street, which is very nostalgic, you're going to find a ton of different boutiques, hardware shops, lots of salons, restaurants, which are very, very good and still have that mom and pop feel to them, and very authentic food. There's also like banks on the street, pet services, and the one thing about the street that I've always noticed is it is kind of industrial feeling. So the South Hills, I would say, is a little more industrial than the North Hills, and a lot of my clients, some of them don't like that. Some of them want newer, they want newer roads, they don't want huge trucks around them all the time, and they don't want to see like beat up bridges and just like open land. They kind of like the North Hills a little bit better. They say that it seems a little bit cleaner, newer, and I could agree with that, but the South Hills still does have that charm to it, and it also has a T station nearby, so it's just a kind of cute area with lots going for it, lots of new, but it does have a lot of old, and it was like the trolley suburb, so they were built more for walkability. But point is, this area is completely packed with your everyday conveniences, so if you want an area where you have endless amenities, this is another one that's great. I would say groceries are going to be a little bit further out there in Upper St. Clair, but it's really like 15 minutes away, 10 to 15. So if you want the better groceries like the Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, it's not directly in this neighborhood, but it's in the surrounding neighborhood. So not a big deal. You do have your Giant Eagle here though. I would say what also sets this area apart is definitely the rich history. It just definitely has that historic feel to it. Hasn't lost that charm. You definitely have some buildings that are beautifully restored and very well preserved. And just the quaint streets, the nice sidewalks, and even the older properties like in the downtown Bridgeville area are very charming, and although they're older, they are very well maintained still. Now, what's also nice about this area is if you are commuting, very great access to I-79, which takes you downtown to Pittsburgh, but also Washington, Pennsylvania. So that's also an area where we see some people employed at. So if you wanted to maybe not necessarily live in Washington, but be a close drive so that you're still kind of closer to the city with just more amenities and more things to do, Bridgeville could be an excellent option as well. But can anybody guess what I would like most about this area? The real estate here is awesome because, like I said, they have options starting at $200,000, but all the options like past the millions, especially in Collier Township. But what I want to start out with is like townhome, single family. If you are a first-time home buyer, this is an excellent area to be in, like the heart of the South Hills, have somewhere with great access, especially if you commute, and be where there's trendy amenities, people to meet, things to do, and literally get a house in the $200,000 range. So that's pretty rare, especially in the South Hills. Like even if you go to Upper St. Clair or Mount Lebanon, that's probably not happening. You're not getting a move-in ready property in the $200,000 range, but Bridgeville you are. So definitely more affordable options all throughout the area. Even like Scott Township, which is still in the school district, again, you're going to have some good options in the 200,000s. And of course, there's plenty of new construction options in this area. $350,000 to $550,000 price range, you're going to see a lot of amazing, beautiful move-in ready homes. A lot of them were newly built. Some are still being built now, along with just single family properties that were built in the late 1900s here for really good prices. A few of my investors actually found really good deals in Bridgeville and end up renting out to people who want to be in the school district. So that's also a really good option, that if you are thinking of investing, Bridgeville and the suburbs really give good opportunity. And Oakdale as well is an area here that does have new construction options too. So obviously not going to promote a school district directly, but Chartiers Valley, definitely heard about the good school program, the AP classes, the great involvement, the welcoming community, along with like good sports and good clubs. So if you are looking for a really good school district for the kids, this might be one that you should consider. So the area does have great access, the small town charm with a lot of new coming in, which will definitely affect the real estate prices in a positive way and the real estate appreciation. Many options for living styles and real estate prices, and a lot more going for it. It is kind of a hidden gem. I know I've never actually done a video on Bridgeville before, but now you're introduced to the suburb, and we could go a lot more in depth based on what you're looking for. So that's always when we tell you to reach out so that we could better help you determine if this would be an area for you. And I know it's easy to get overwhelmed because there are so many similar areas that have good school districts, have the convenience, have the access to downtown, and it does get a little bit overwhelming, but they all do feel different. Like Upper St. Clair, Mount Lebanon, although these are all right next to each other, they all do have convenience, all do have highly rated schools. They are still pretty different. You're going to see real estate prices vary, the lots and properties vary a lot, the taxes vary, the overall sense of community and feeling vary. And even like I said, Bridgeville, you have a little more industrial than you're going to have in, say, Mount Lebanon or Upper St. Clair. Upper St. Clair, you're going to have a little more land, a little more space, sprawled out more, bigger lots. Mount Lebanon, you might have smaller lots, but amazing architecture, a very walkable community, and a more upscale feeling. So they all do vary. It just depends on your preferences and what area is going to fit you and your family the best. So if you do plan to move to Pittsburgh, you're looking at purchasing a property and you want to determine what area is best for you, along with looking for a relocation specialist to guide you through the entire process, then make sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, DM us on social media. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when making a move to Pittsburgh. And since we're talking about Upper St. Clair a lot in this video, if you want to learn everything else about this suburb, you could click on this video right here. That's going to show you a vlog tour of Upper St. Clair. Compare the two areas, see which one fits you the best, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And we'll catch you in the next video.